Hi everyone. This is Stephanie, and I have been working as a preschool teacher here in Singapore for 3 years. So today, in my first video, we will be talking about how to become a preschool teacher in Singapore. Just a disclaimer, all the information that I'm going to share to you are based in my own experience. So there are two ways. First is you go through agency. Second is you do the DIY or do it your own ways. So that means to say you will just search the internet, apply online, and wait for the response. And that's what I did. So you can go to these websites that I'm going to show to you. There's another way. If you want it easy, you can come here as a tourist and try to find a job, try to find your luck. However, I would discourage you to do that because by right, if you come here as a tourist, you are not allowed to find a job. You're not allowed to work without a valid work permit. So, however, you can try, but because we have a pandemic right now, so I think it would be very difficult for you. So I would recommend if you just try to find a job in the Philippines first, online, the DIY that I mentioned to you earlier, and just wait for a response. I want you to go to interviews right away. Usually it's like that. So if ever you want to go through the agency in the Philippines, I know there are a lot, but it would be very expensive. I'm not saying that the agency here in Singapore is not expensive, but then in the Philippines is more expensive. Maybe because of the process, the POEA, and all that. So, what are the qualifications? This is a must. Number one, you should have a diploma in early childhood education. As for me, I didn't have that, so I went back to the Philippines. I went to study and get the diploma, then come back here. Second would be the IELTS. I think the score band is 6.5. Third, you should be a LET passer. You should be a licensed teacher from the Philippines. In my own experience, they asked for it, but I don't know for others. And then the requirements. So what are the requirements? Of course, the one I mentioned to you, the diploma. Next would be the syllabus or the course description. Next is the certificate of practicum. So for me, I was asked to have at least 400 hours. Just a disclaimer again, this is during my time. I don't know now if they have changed it. You should have an English as a medium of instruction certificate that you need to ask from your elementary, secondary, and your university. They need to give you all the certificates that you are using English as a medium of instruction in school. And then you also need your employment certificate, which is related to